Hi there, so in this video we are going to discover all of the major differences between UI and UX design, as well as in this video we are going to discuss like what could be the perfect choice for you. Could that be UI design or UX design? So if you are interested into that, so make sure you watch this video till the very end. So let's begin this video without wasting any kind of your time. So in terms of knowing the differences between UI and UX design, first of all we need to understand what is the meaning of UI as well as what is the meaning of UX. So let's get started with the UX. So what do I mean by UX? So UX stands for user experience, and as per its names we can understood like it is related to the experience of user, and that is also right. Like user experience is the experience which user is having while interacting with any kind of product. That could be a digital product or a physical product. So if we take example of one digital product, then we can have one e-commerce store, and in that if a user wanted to buy one earphone, and if he searched for that and then got the result, he liked the earphones, but when he wanted to buy the earphone, then he have to submit 100 kind of document. So that would be definitely not a good user experience. So that is what user experience is all about. It is about like how smooth the experience of user is being in your product. So I hope you understood, like in simple word, UX is how effortlessly a user can perform any particular task. It is the simplest explanation of UX. And if we talk about the UI, which stands for user interface, so it is basically a small part of user experience. So why I am saying that? Because just think about that. You have one mobile phone. If you get that mobile phone first time in your hand, then what you will experience? You will definitely experience the back glass of it, the display of it, like the notch of that, as well as how big or small the chin of that phone, as well as what kind of color they have used for random buttons, as well as the back of mobile phone. That kind of thing you will interact with first. After spending a couple of seconds with that, you open that phone. So the experience which you are having before opening the phone is also user experience, because after end of the day each and every product has its own experience. For example, I am using this chair now, so it has its own user experience, and if I bring my office chair, then it will also have its own experience. So experience varies product to product as well as use cases to use cases. For example, if we talk about this chair again, then it is having like brown color, and if it was having like blue color here, red color here, and the black color at the bottom, so that will not look good at all, and maybe I can't also use it for my shooting purposes because it not looks good at all. So that's the importance of UI. UI basically defines the look and feel which that product will have. Like in UI we are having like typographies, grid system, spacing, the color palette which designer have used, and there are several things which we can consider inside the UI design. So that is the basic meaning of UI design. So now what is the major differences between UI and UX design? So if I explain you that in simple language, then UX is more of like research kind of thing, in that we have to do lot of research rather than design. If you wanted to become a UX designer, then you don't have to learn Figma in depth or any design software in depth. Of course you need to know the basics of that, but I am saying like you don't have to learn the design software in too much depth, because the major role of UX designer is to research about user, like how well is the experience of user is going, what kind of pain point they are having, how you can solve that, and that kind of stuff will be handled by a UX designer. So in that, UX designer have to spend a lot of time with users, while in the UI design you have to make things look more beautiful, because UX designer will provide you wireframe and you have to make that wireframe alive. You have to fill color on that, you have to decide the typography of that, you have to decide like what kind of spacing we will have. Like you will be handling entire look and feel of that application or website. And if you wanted to become UI designer, then you have to learn design software in depth. Like you need to know like at least one software, which is Figma or XD or Sketch according to you. So I hope you are clear with the differences between UI and UX design. So now if we discuss like what could be the better option for you, could that be UI design or UX design? So that totally depends on you. If you like to interact with people more, you love the psychology and knowing people, and you know how to talk with them, and you are good at communicating, then the UX could be the right choice for you. As well as if you know how to get information out from one user's mind, then UX could be the perfect field for you. And if you don't like that kind of thing, you like to make stuff more beautiful, and if you are more kind of creative and artistic person, then you should consider UI design as your career, because in that you have to make things more beautiful and visually appealing. like making the button more colorful, as well as designing the size of that, designing the spacing, deciding the color, deciding the typography, and that kind of responsibility will be of UI designer. So if you're into it, then you can definitely come into UI designing. So I hope you are clear with the concept of UI, UX, the differences between that, and what could be the perfect choice for you. And if you got any kind of value from this video, then make sure you like this video and subscribe to this channel would be great. And if you have watched this video till now, then please consider to write down in the comment section like I have watched this video till the very end, so I also get to know like how many people are actually watching the video till the very end. So that's all for today, guys. See you in the next one.